This question is from Oscar, our 4-year-old grandson. It's a typical boy question, so prepare yourself for this one. Oscar asked, has Nan done a bush dump? And the answer to that one, you cheeky boy, is no. I have not, because there are plenty of toilets around, and we haven't needed to. But if I did need to, I have a trowel, and I would dig a hole.
So Felix asked a very good question about if we're camping and we're doing the doing the camp cooking sections while they're all filmed inside and not outside, which is a very good question, very observant of him. I suppose we cook inside because we've got a caravan and we can. If you've got a tent or something like that, you can't, so you have to cook outside. And there are times when cooking inside is better than cooking outside. For example, when there's loads and loads of flies, it's getting in the food, they're really bothering you. So on those times we might cook inside. We also might cook inside if we need 2 rings on the cooker. We've only got 1 ring outside, so I guess that's another reason. But we have been cooking outside, we just haven't been filming it, so we'll make a point of trying to film more stuff outside, just to show that, you know, we're not wimps and we don't retreat inside the caravan all the time.
Okay, so this is going to be a meal of bits and pieces really. We've got some leftover sausages and a bit of bacon, and what we've discovered works really well is if you just make a foil parcel with some chopped up raw potato, onion, capsicum, bit of olive oil, bit of taco seasoning, and then you just make it into a little parcel. And put them on the barbecue. It's feeling pretty soft.
Alright, a question from Felix, who asked why we're not using the drones more, or we're not using more drone footage. The short answer is I'm not a very good drone pilot, so I need to learn a lot more sort of moves and sort of to get different types of shots. But I suppose there's more to it than that, and you can't just fly a drone wherever you like. So certainly the depot campsites, public beaches, over roads, most public places to be honest. You're not meant to fly drones over. Some people ignore that, but I try not to. So I guess when we go to more remote places where there are fewer people around, I'll be able to use it more. But before I can do that, I need to learn, get some places without much wind, so I can learn to do some better types of shots for the drone. So yeah, there will be more drone shots. Just keep watching. That's it, make yourself at home. Good enough.
Okay, so this is a question from our grandson Jasper, and it's about is it dangerous to have coffee on the side of a mountain? I think he's thinking about the East Mount Barron shot. We always take care to make sure that we stop in places where it's safe to stop, so there's somewhere for us to stop, and I always make sure that there's somewhere that the flask can go and the cups can go, so that nothing's going to roll off and disappear out of sight. Yeah, we wouldn't stop in a place if it wasn't safe for us to do that, so it's absolutely fine.
Hi, welcome to this fortnight's coffee and cake. Now, we started this fortnight in Tom Price, so in terms of coffee shops, the pickled bean in Tom Price comes into this fortnight's consideration as well as the last fortnight. We also then, on the way to Exmouth, called in at Bullara, which we were going to return to later, but we stopped in at Bullara and had coffee and scones there. We went to two coffee shops in Exmouth, one called the Early Bird and the other one called the Social Society, strange name. We also had a coffee in the bakery in Coral Bay, where we went for the day. And then finally we're in Onslow now, and we had a coffee at the Beach Club in Onslow. So the pickled bean was just pipped for first place in the last fortnight, and unfortunately for the pickled bean, it's been pipped again. Excellent coffee there, but it's just been pipped again by the coffee we had here in Onslow yesterday at the Beach Club. It was really nice. It was strong, lovely sort of creamy froth, a really nice cup of coffee. So the Beach Club in Onslow wins the coffee. As far as food's concerned, the cake award would go to Bullara Station. They make excellent scones. They met your approval, the scones there?
They did, yeah. Good amount of decent proper cream.
Yeah, nice thick cream that didn't sort of dissolve in the heat. Yeah, the Bullara sort of their coffee garden would win the cake. Special mentions though, food wise, to the Beach Club here. We had a really excellent breakfast yesterday.
And today.
A kind of a cheapo gold coin donation for the Anzac ceremony, but yesterday's breakfast was really good. And also a special mention to the Rio Tinto accommodation.
It's a lodge, wasn't it?
It's something large, but I'll write it down, and I can't remember what it was. But that was their cafeteria for the miners, and it was a buffet for $19.50. We had 3 courses, but you could have gone back and had more. Really excellent value, so special mention to them as well. So yeah, we like our buffets, I must admit. But yeah, coffee would be the Beach Club here, and cake was the Bullara Station scones. Excellent.
This question's from Anzi, who asked about dust in the caravan, and at the moment it's not too bad because we haven't had that much, but I suspect that when we go up north it will be worse. Most of the 4-wheel driving that we've done has been without the caravan attached, and when we have done it, it's not really been that dusty. So yeah, all right so far.
Ocean View Caravan Park, $40 a night. The amenities are good, clean, they're new, it's close to town. Some of these parking bays are quite difficult to get into though.